Well, I wanted to comment on this video. It's not very long. A lot of people have already discussed it, and I guess I'm a bit late to the party, but I really thought it was important to cover. This is Ye. This is Kanye West, if you don't already know. And I think over the last month or so, it's been pretty extraordinary seeing just following this guy around and seeing what's the kind of things he's daring to say. And what I'm about to play for y'all is it's about a 2 minute segment here. And what he's going to say here is something that's been said many times before, but I don't believe you've ever heard an actual big time celebrity. I mean, I know they're sort of, I know Kanye is on the outs with the celebrity community now, but he's still, they can't take away his celebrity status, what he's had for the last 10 years or longer, 10 or 15 years. You know, he's been a level celebrity, very prominent celebrity. And so let me just play the video and then comment on it afterwards.
Suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Not you, man.
But they can't control me. You see, it ain't no name I won't name. It's up.
Not you.
You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying? I'll take no disrespect from nobody. So let's get on the phone. Let's talk that out.
Not sure what he's referring to
I don't
there.
care who you are. I ain't taking no slice from nobody. Right?
There you go.
I ain't taking no slice from nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah. I'm appreciate
Michael Jordan. What about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You're out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. And God loved me. You understand? They hit me. Gap, Adidas, all that away. Still, Forbes, who hate me, right, had the right net worth 400 million. Jesus is king. God loved me.
That's more important thing in life.
That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? And this truth is going to be heard. Y'all can't send none of y'all Meek Mills, y'all Puffies, y'all Lil Boozy, none of these names, none of these people that have to listen to y'all because they have legal. I never killed nobody, right? I'm the pussy that never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want and not go to jail.
Well, so, okay.
Walmart's Black Friday
Right,
deals for...
Shut up, Walmart. So anyway, this is what's recounted here by Kanye is something that you've heard a lot if you're if you are a part of what could be called conspiracy culture, or if you question the stories that they tell us in any sense, or if you just notice patterns. Kanye in this interview, I don't know who this is with. I don't know who's talking to him. I don't really know the context or anything, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, he's just laying it all out there. He's saying he's being so bold in his pronouncements, and he says that they can't touch him. I hope he's right, and I pray for him for whatever that's worth. But what I want to mainly focus on here, Kanye talks about all of these celebrities, including sports celebrities like Michael Jordan, and also I guess he names just some specific ones like Michael Jordan and Bill Cosby, whose son died. I remember when that happened. That was like a couple decades ago. That was well before anything broke. The whole scandal broke with him. And who else did he mention? Somebody else. He mentions like 3 or 4 specific celebrities, and he who lost family members, and this is something that a lot of people have talked about. They've noticed how those in the entertainment industry, suffer these losses, these terrible, traumatizing losses of people who they're very close to, in seemingly freak accidents. And he mentions himself. Kanye mentions himself and his own mother, who died under very strange circumstances. Now, what is not mentioned here is whether this was something that when Kanye wanted fame and money, was this something that he allowed to happen? I don't know if that's I hesitate to bring that up because I'm with Kanye. I like what he's doing, and I think he's trying to tell the truth here. But he talks about all these other celebrities who gained fame, and in so doing, or along the way, towards gaining fame, lost people who were close to them. Jennifer Hudson, I think, lost a bunch of people. And he focuses on black celebrities, but it's not just black celebrities. If you look across the board at people in the public eye, people who are A-list actors or musicians, or who are celebrities in one sense or another, part of the entertainment industry generally, a lot of times these strange deaths accompany their rise to fame, and it's been whispered about before that this is part of how the industry works. It's like they say to you, okay, if you really want it, you've got to sacrifice someone you love. And Kanye talks about that here. Now, what he doesn't say is that these specific people were. He says that they were killed to traumatize and monetize. Was that the phrase that he used? The celebrity in question. He doesn't say that they were that Cosby's son or Jordan's dad or that Kanye's own mother that they were sacrificed at the behest of the celebrity. I don't, and again, that's the sort of story that I've heard before. But anyway, in any case, the fact that he mentions it at all is pretty. I mean, and given the kind of celebrity status that he has, that he still has, and he says, I can talk about these things, and it's just because he says I'm a pussy. That gets bleeped out, but it's because he hasn't killed anybody. He hasn't done anything blackmailable that they can expose. And so that he sort of implies that's why all these other people he mentions, like Charles Barkley, and I don't know what. I mean, I'm laughing, but it's just because Charles Barkley it's like he sort of seems like a comedic character, and thinking that he did something terrible, like at some Illuminati ritual is just kind of funny to on the one hand, him or Shaq or somebody else. But I mean, maybe it's true. I don't know. Who knows? But he's talking about these kinds of things now, and I don't know if anybody has ever. I don't think any celebrity has ever has ever broached this topic before. So where does it go from here? You know, I mean, one is curious, but also somewhat somewhat apprehensive. You know, I pray for his well-being, that he would be able to say these kinds of things. And of course, you know, he also talks about how they can just say, oh, he's just crazy. He says that in another interview, actually, that I recently saw. That also is eye-opening, where he talks about how he was sent, you know, he was institutionalized at the behest of his quote personal trainer, what's his name, Pasternak, who I covered in a prior video. You know, and he talks about how easily, you know, they gave him medication, how easily they could have switched the medication up to something that would have killed him, and that they could just say, oh well, it's because his mental health. He committed suicide or you know, he overdosed or something like that. It's frightening just how easy it is to. You know, I don't think we should envy these people. The more that I gather about what it's like to be a celebrity, maybe this is just, some of y'all will say, that's just sour grapes, Nowicki. But the more I hear about what it's like to be one of those people, it doesn't sound like, you'd think that would be something that would enhance your sense of self, you know, to be so loved, to be so revered, to just have it all, to not have to work, to you know, to be able to travel wherever you wanted, whenever you wanted, you know, to be able to take care of your family, you know, if you have children, to take care of your children financially forever. But it would seem that all of that does come at a cost. It's not like they just give you this stuff, say, here's your fame, here's your money, you know, and now we'll just leave you alone and let you live your life the way that you think is best. It seems like they have it's like well, it seems very much like a cult, where they find what you hear about in cults like Scientology and others, where they have these intense sessions where they find out things about you, and then they know your secrets, and then they can expose you if you get out of line. And you know, any people who get out of line, oops, they oh well, they were depressed. It's such a shame. You know, I hope they get help. I hope people talking about Kanye West, you know, saying things like, oh well, I hope he gets help. I hope he gets the help that he needs. It's such nauseating talk. It's such empty virtue signaling. It's such obvious, you know, disregard. Because people who say things like that already don't like it. They've already been conditioned not to like Kanye for for going against the grain, or for violating this or that sacred cow. So I mean, and whenever you hear something like, "Please get some help," it's like, you know, what does that really mean? You should go love yourself. Speaking of another celebrity, the lyrics from a song from another celebrity, what they're really telling you is you should get some help. That'll help you. 2 bullets to the back of your head, and you were suicided. You committed suicide by catching 2 bullets to the back of the head, or by getting shot up with more heroin than a person can possibly, enough heroin to kill a horse, and then afterwards, somehow manage to put a rifle in your mouth and pull the trigger, like they say happened to Cobain. Anyway, not to ramble. I guess I got a bit rambly there, close to the end. I just hope Kanye goes on and continues to expose the things that he's exposing. I think he's for real. I know there are people out there who think he's just part of the plan. He's just a plant. I don't get that impression. If that were true, then the hatred of him wouldn't be so visceral. I think people have free choice. They can get out of line. They can choose to get out of line. And that's what he's chosen. And God bless him and God help him. Shield him. Amen. Thanks for watching.